Day 59 of 2026. The Board of Peace launches its first war. A global conflict starts and the UN prepares its most powerful weapon, a strongly worded email. European politicians are about to hit levels of deeply concerned, previously only thought possible under controlled laboratory conditions. What was really stand out was EU leaders waiting till Monday to do anything. Iran just got nuked. Europeans, thanks for your email. I'm currently out of office on my annual ski trip till April 7th, 2026. World Wars group chat. Ready, ready, ready. It's the weekend. Can't you guys wait until Monday? Have some consideration. Major war unfolding in the Middle East. Europeans who can't be bothered to work or monitor the situation on the weekends. One thing you have to understand is it was Sunday and the sun was finally out after months of rain and snow. So European leaders when they get added to a Monday 8 a.m. meeting about World War III. But it wasn't all negative reactions. Here are the Germans when they realised that they're not going to be blamed for World War III. Kim Jong Un patiently waiting for one missile to hit North Korea so he can nuke the whole planet. Hey Donald, we cool, right? Thank you, Hal, for tagging me in that one. Thank you, Jennifer Hewitt, for tagging me in this one. Trump got 34 felonies, 3 baby mamas, been shot and kidnapped a sitting president. He running our government like death row records from the 90s. Velvtelv says, more jobs for Marco Rubio. It's never ending, Emily Purple. It really is never ending. The poor guy. It's very hard to keep up with events this year. I mean, I'm still processing Maduro. We're only in March. These guys kidnapped their groom-to-be for the bachelor party, dressed him up as Maduro and dragged him through the airport like it was totally normal.
Cool, I'm so cool. Snap on my fingers, make the world wanna sing. I'm so cool, I'm so cool. Make you drool. I'm so cool, I'm so cool, I'm so cool. Break the rules, I'm so cool. Low tone whispers got 'em leaning in.
Americans. We have the most advanced country in the world. Also Americans. Open box before eating pizza. Lots of diversity in America. Me drinking from a soggy straw to save the planet. Meanwhile, world leaders. Dan Lowe tagged me in this one and I have to say it did catch me off guard. I was not expecting this. Obviously, there are mixed reactions to the strikes.
They out here saying America did illegal strikes on Iran. Guys, the strikes aren't illegal. They're just undocumented. It's okay.
Muslim countries that support today's US strike on Iran, Kuwait, Saudi Arabia, Qatar, etc. Muslim countries that do not support today's US strike on Iran, France, United Kingdom. I have to say the difference in headlines with leftist media is really, really quite crazy. When you compare recently Scott Adams' death, Scott Adams, disgraced Dilbert creator, dies at 68. Dilbert was pulled from wide circulation after Adams' racist rant in 2023. Versus Ayatollah Ali Khamenei, hardline cleric who made Iran a regional power, dies at 86. I wish nobody took the mainstream media seriously. Unfortunately, a lot of people do, but it is just a joke.
Guys, it is absolute chaos out here. The wind gusts are hitting 120 miles an hour. It's horrible. I'm getting hit from miscellaneous debris. The rain feels like bullets on my skin. It's horrible. Houses are lost. Lives are ruined. I don't think I can hang out much longer. I didn't think I was gonna go out like this. Please tell my family I love them. What?
What the hell are you doing?
No! What does it look like I'm doing? We work for CNN. I'm lying to the public for ratings. Sally, stop!
There's no f***ing hurricane.
Oh God! What happened to you? Go inside.
Get your goofy ass up off of that table. We still going to lunch?
Yes, we're going to lunch.
This video was really interesting this week. The media would prefer that you forget that it wasn't that long ago that the very politicians that they place on pedestals were speaking very similarly to the way that Trump speaks.
Agree with this statement, then stand up and show your support. The first duty of the American government is to protect American citizens, not illegal aliens.
Not only in the states most heavily affected, but in every place in this country are rightly disturbed by the large numbers of illegal aliens entering our country. The jobs they hold might otherwise be held by citizens or legal immigrants. The public service they use impose burdens on our taxpayers. That's why our administration has moved aggressively to secure our borders more, by hiring a record number of new border guards, by deporting twice as many criminal aliens as ever before, by cracking down on illegal hiring, by barring welfare benefits to illegal aliens. In the budget I will present to you, we will try to do more to speed the deportation of illegal aliens who are arrested for crimes, to better identify illegal aliens in the workplace, as recommended by the commission headed by former Congresswoman Barbara Jordan. We are a nation of immigrants, but we are also a nation of laws. It is wrong and ultimately self-defeating for a nation of immigrants to permit the kind of abuse of our immigration laws we have seen in recent years, and we must do more to stop it.
In other news, Trump did his State of the Union address this week, whilst liberals have seemingly developed the ability to predict the future.
College kids are telling us Trump's State of the Union didn't go so well. The only problem? It's tomorrow. Rate Trump's State of the Union speech 1 out of 10. 1's the worst, 10's the best. Negatives. And why? I think we all know a lot of reasons. Yeah. What about the State of the Union last night? 1 to 10.
It was like a 1 or 2. I mean, it was all over the place.
Probably just give him a 0.
Gonna give it a 1.
And why do you say 1?
I don't think he's very articulate.
How did Trump do at the State of the Union?
0. I'll be real, I didn't watch it.
Like, yeah, I didn't really watch it much. I watched it for a little bit, but turned it off.
The State of the Union last night. How was that 1 to 10?
No, it was last night. I thought it was tomorrow.
No, you're good. You passed the test. Good job.
But how did it actually go? Well, this was a photo taken of Ilhan Omar's face during it. And here's another beautiful still shot. They really did the meme. Ilhan's behaviour was not received very well as people started doing impressions of her.
Members of Congress and my fellow Americans.
Trump, we
Our
just want
nation
you to
is
go
back.
away.
Bigger, better, richer, and stronger than ever before.
Go away, Trump. We love illegal.
Members of Congress and my fellow Americans. Our nation is back. Bigger, better, richer, and stronger than ever before.
Thank you, Jennifer Harper, for tagging me in this one. This is how I felt after President Trump's speech. And Trump got many digs in, of course, at Nancy Pelosi, for example.
As we ensure that all Americans can profit from a rising stock market, let's also ensure that members of Congress cannot corruptly profit from using insider information. They stood up for that, I can't believe. I can't believe it. Did Nancy Pelosi stand up if she's here? Doubt it.
Again, you're sitting there, and then the president gets to the point where he says, you know what? We are going to stop congressmen and congresswomen from getting rich off of insider trading, from violating the public trust that you have put in them and get rich off of insider trading. Of course, a lot of people stand up and cheer. Most of the Democrats don't. You know who was not standing up and cheering? Nancy Pelosi. I have never seen a person more angry in my life than Nancy Pelosi when the President of the United States is calling out insider trading. Ladies and gentlemen, my hope for all of you, of course, is that we can make you richer and more prosperous and safer in your communities. But my hope for all of you is that you find somebody who loves you as much as Nancy Pelosi loves insider trading, because then you will have a very good life indeed.
But the real hero during the State of the Union was the cameraman. Defiant L says the cameraman here deserves a raise.
The Somali pirates who ransacked Minnesota remind us that there are large parts of the world where bribery, corruption, and lawlessness are the norm, not the exception. Importing these cultures through unrestricted immigration and open borders brings those problems right here to the USA. And it is the American people who pay the price in higher medical bills, car insurance rates.
The cameraman zooming in on Sarah McBride as President Trump condemns transgenderism is diabolical.
Their daughter was their son. Sage was thrown into an all-boys state home and suffered terribly for a long time. But today, all of that is behind them because Sage is a proud and wonderful young woman with a full-ride scholarship to Liberty University. Sage and Michelle, please stand up.
Very passive-aggressive cameraman. The Somali pirates who ransacked Minnesota, camera guy who immediately panned to Ilhan Omar. Now, AOC did not make it to the State of the Union. Apparently, she thought it was below the equator. The Democrats actually organised a counter-event to this, and I am just so confused.
I'm a mother. I am a physician, and I have a flag. And I am the proud representative for Oregon's 3rd Congressional District. Yes, thank you, thank you.
I'm fresh out of an ICE prison in Minneapolis. I've been arrested 3 times by ICE over absurdity, over us being ourselves.
I don't know what the intended effect of all of this was, but it doesn't seem normal at all. We do not even resemble each other anymore. So let's just take a look at some of the random highlights from this week. This is possibly the biggest ratio in the history of X. HuffPost published this article saying, if waving the American flag or chanting USA turns you off right now, you're not alone. Now, they got 1,100 likes on that post, but Jimmy's Famous Seafood responded and said, go F yourself. And they got 121,000 likes. So yeah, that's a pretty severe ratio. So Trump posts a lot on Truth Social, and he posts pretty long messages. But I just wanted to take this little section out. He said, the Supreme Court, but notice, no capital letters. He says, I will be using lowercase letters for a while based on a complete lack of respect. That's the way to get him. I want to help the poor. Then why don't you start a business and employ some of them? I'd rather just give them money. I'm not sure if that's the best solution, but okay, it's your money. Not really. I didn't mean my money. I meant your money. And here's more of Senator Kennedy, the treasure that we love, talking about Tim Walz recently.
Let me just say a couple things quickly, Sean. Number one, Governor Tim Walz. Whatever he says, believe the opposite. I'm sorry, the man learned to lie before he learned to talk. He's just a... I
can't help it, you crack me up.
Well, he's just a less masculine version of Hillary Clinton.
Oh, man. Oh, my God.
Sean Farish explained this week how he got into doing those incredible Trump impersonations that he does.
I want to get into some serious stuff because you have some, like I said, you're an activist. I know a lot of people may know you from your Twitter at Sean, again with a WN, at Sean_Farash, Farash. How did the Trump impersonation thing even start? I mean, did you just like do impersonations, or did you just one day do it at a party and someone was like, dude, that's creepy good? Because it's really, really, like, I can't tell the difference side by side.
So it's funny you mentioned like doing it at a party, right? So I was actually selling DirecTV, the satellite, way back in the 2016 election cycle, and face to face. Contrary to what many people may think, I was definitely a class clown in college and high school, and I went to school for radio. I did a lot of people's voices and their projects and all that. But I'm selling DirecTV. And I would get customers, I'm on Long Island, and they'd be talking to me and saying, if I switch, am I going to be able to keep Fox News? And I knew at that point, this is probably a conservative. So I would just look them dead in the eye, face to face. What's the worst they're going to do? They're going to tell me no? Okay, they're probably going to tell me no anyway. You got to go through a bunch of rejection to get the sale. So I look them in the eye and I would just go, do I look like somebody who would make you watch the fake news? We're going to make sure you have Fox News. It's going to be great. You're going to love it. And they're like, whoa, what was that? I said, I don't know. I'm fun. You want it or not? I'm saving you money. It's a great deal, And so, I did it in there. I got out of selling cable because that kind of went by the wayside with streaming and all of those things, and started doing that with paint. I was working for a paint company and selling paint. I said, it puts itself on the wall. It's the greatest. You look at it, it puts itself. You're not even going to have to try. It's beautiful. You look like Michelangelo. I got along well with Michelangelo.
I don't even need paint. I buy paint from. I just painted my house. I'd paint it again.
My contractors were all like blue collar guys. They were like, this is great. Trump's great. I would bump into some of these guys at rallies and stuff. It was just awesome. So, that's kind of how it became a thing. And then, as I said, we were door knocking, get a candidate on the ballot, Vicky, who's amazing. I mean, who has been just an absolute firecracker every single day. And, a friend of mine told me go on TikTok and do it. And I did it. And that's where it exploded. And then people came to my Twitter, and it's been like that for 6 years. But that's how it all got started. I was doing it selling. I did it at a work event. We were bowling. Somebody threw a strike. I told them, you knocked the pins down like Rosie O'Donnell at an all-you-could-eat buffet. By the end of the night, they were like, all right, that's enough. Because some of them weren't, Trump fans. But that's how we did it.
And this was just amazing this week. The Trump administration has released an RFK Jr. MAGA action figure.
Introducing the Secretary Kennedy action figure. With chronic disease running rampant, President Trump is sending one man.
Robert F. Kennedy Jr.
Watch out. Red 40 is in your kid's lunch. Quick, increase your strength with real whole milk.
Wow, it's full of protein and healthy fats.
And ban Red 40 to the trash.
Take that.
Oh, no.
A peregrine falcon is stuck in the river. Quick, swap into your denim jeans and jump in.
Wow, waterproof jeans.
Oh no, the food pyramid puts Fruit Loops at the top.
My message is clear: eat real food.
Flip the pyramid to put the real food we need on top. Bring home the full Maha playset today with limited edition Iron Mike Tyson.
Eat real food or else.
Accessories sold separately. Batteries not included. Get active and eat real food.
I hope they really do it. I will buy it. Representative Brandon Gill has been doing some great work showing the absolute absurdity of some of the liberal logic recently.
Yes or no question. Are you a racist?
I'm not a racist.
You're not a racist. Particularly interesting because according to one of your affiliate charities under your nonprofit umbrella, denial of racism constitutes covert white supremacy. Are you a covert white supremacist?
Sir, I'm here to talk about the essential work that nonprofits
Are you a
do.
Covert white supremacist?
Can I talk about the work that nonprofits do?
No, I'm asking you if you're a covert white supremacist, which according to one of your own organizations, again, denial of racism constitutes covert white supremacy.
Thank you, another Charlie Kirk, for tagging me in this one. Here's an idea, a reality show where socialist college students are sent to a country that closely resembles their desired political system and left to survive for a few months. Oh, I think that is a great idea. I actually think the world needs this. I just wanted to share this one with you guys because it's so crazy. Amul sugar-free, but notice the hashtag. This is only a brand name or trademark and does not represent its true nature. You have to be so careful. This happens much more often than you would like to think. I've seen this kind of thing before, and it is just crazy that they are allowed to get away with this. And a couple of good news stories. President and CEO of the World Economic Forum, Borge Rend, resigns due to Epstein files. Thomas Massey says, "You're welcome." I think he deserves more than just resignation, but anyway. And Gary says, "Imagine the pain that went into typing this," in response to CBS News posting "fact check murder rate." In his 2026 State of the Union, President Trump said last year the murder rate saw its single largest decline in recorded history. This is the biggest decline. Think of it in recorded history, the lowest number in over 125 years. A CBS News fact check has determined that is true. Well, that is a rare, enjoyable moment. Someone did point out that they managed to bury the true as the very last word, so that most people will read fact check and assumed that they ruled it false. But anyway, we'll take what we can get. Incredible news. Before we go, I'd just like to give you guys a huge thank you and shout out for your donations to the Buy Me a Coffee this week and for your support of the channel. You guys are so kind. Josh said, "Emily, I just want to say how much my family and I appreciate all of your content. My daughter Rowena and my son James are big fans and would love a shout out on a MAGA Meme Monday." Hello Rowena and James, I'm so delighted to hear that you are watching the videos and enjoying them. That's so awesome. And I just disturbed Vinny from his nap because he also wants to say thank you so much guys for watching. And then the message continues, "I really love your message and that you bring everything with a positive vibe. Keep up the great work." Thank you so much, Josh. That's such a lovely message to receive from you. Ralph says, "Lovely person and wonderful channel. Thank you so much, and thank you so much for your support. It means so much to me." Johnny says, "Love your channel, Emily. Very entertaining to hear common sense laced with humor. I'm very glad. Please keep up the great work." I will. Thank you so much. And lastly, thank you so much to Contras who signed up for a membership. Didn't write any message, but I'll just give you a big shout out and say thank you so much for your support. That's everything for this week, guys. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you have a great week. Don't forget that you can tag me in memes on X if you see any funny clips or anything like that, and then they have the chance to appear in future videos. Also, you can watch these videos on X and Rumble, just in case you for some reason can't access them on YouTube. Thank you again, guys. See you next time.